The highlights. Lagos State government task agencies, parastatals on teamwork, self-sustenance. Nigeria police rescues over 100 kidnapped victims, neutralizes suspected bandits. On the fronts in Mexico, cuts diplomatic ties with Ecuador following vice president's arrest. In sports, 72 Nigerian youth to feature at Tennis Players Parents Association tournament. Now the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Lagos State government has tasked agencies, parastatals, and government-owned companies to find creative ways to be self-sustaining, adding to the quest of the present administration to make Lagos a 21st century economy. The state's government also emphasized the need for synergy of effort among agencies and parastatals for the successful implementation of the Themes Plus agenda of the administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Permanent Secretary, Parastatal Monitoring Office, Adetutu Oshosoya, gave this charge at a one-day workshop held for agencies, parastatals, and sundry government offices. Harping on the theme, the power of synergy, the Permanent Secretary said the crucial role in driving progress and achieving collective goals is by leveraging harmony to overcome challenges, noting that it is important to harness synergy among agencies and parastatals of government while strengthening internal teamwork for re-engineering of systems for development. Lagos State Commissioner for Youth and Social Development, Mobolaji Ogunlende, and the General Manager of Lagos State Office for Disability Affairs, Adenike Oyetunde Lawal, have underscored the importance of inclusivity at a two-day intellectual disability conference organized by Pure Souls Learning Foundation. Ogunlende reiterated the Lagos State government Themes Plus agenda, emphasizing the mission of inclusiveness, leaving no one behind, regardless of gender, status, or disability. He said the event is aimed at empowering families and communities in supporting individuals with disabilities, particularly autism, in Nigeria. Earlier, the General Manager of the Lagos State Office for Disability Affairs, Adenike Oyetunde Lawal, emphasized the agency's commitment to prioritizing persons with disabilities and fostering a more inclusive society. Oyetunde Lawal highlighted the need for collaboration among stakeholders to address challenges and promote positive change in the disability space. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has seized illegal drugs with the combined street value amounting to about 50 million naira. These drugs were seized during a recent targeted raid conducted by NAFDAC's Investigation and Enforcement Directorate on drug hawkers operating on the Apapa area and its surroundings. It stated that numerous hawkers were apprehended during the operation and a wide range of illicit drugs were confiscated, including aphrodisiacs, narcotics, including tramadol, antibiotics, and over-the-counter medications. The agency added that the individuals arrested will be prosecuted accordingly, and the confiscated drugs are slated for destruction. Now to the rest of the stories. The Katsina State Police Command has neutralized 5 suspected bandits, rescued over 100 kidnapped victims, and recovered 658 rustled animals from March 1 to 30. Police spokesman Abubakar Aliyu said within the period under review, a total of 51 cases of major crimes, such as armed robbery, kidnapping, culpable homicide, cattle rustling, among others, were reported, and 30 cases were charged to court. Aliyu explained that a total number of 9 suspected armed robbers, 11 murder suspects, 29 suspected rapists, and a total number of 19 suspects were arrested for various offenses such as criminal force, intimidation, inciting, disturbance, theft, and belonging to gang of brigands, among others. The federal government, through the National Identity Management Commission, NIMC, will launch an upgraded national identity card with payment functionality for all types of social and financial services. The innovative card, made in collaboration with the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) and the Nigeria Interbank Settlement System (NIBSS), is to be powered by Afrigo, a national domestic card scheme. Head of Corporate Communications of NIMC, Kayode Adegoke, said the national ID card, layered with verifiable national identity features, is backed by the NIMC Act number 23 of 2007, which mandates NIMC to enroll and issue a general multi-purpose card to Nigerians and legal residents. According to NIMC, the innovation will address the demand for physical identification, enabling cardbots prove their identity, access government and private social services. It will also facilitate financial inclusion for disenfranchised Nigerians, empower citizens, as well as encourage increased participation in nation building. In foreign news now, Mexico is cutting ties with Ecuador after police stormed the Mexican embassy in Quito to arrest former Ecuadorian Vice President George Glass. Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador said they had forcibly entered the embassy in a flagrant violation of international law. Glass took refuge in the embassy last December after Ecuador issued an arrest warrant against him for alleged corruption. Glass's lawyer said he was innocent. It will be recalled that Glass served as Ecuador's vice president between 2013 and 2017. It was revealed he was relieved of his duties because of mounting corruption allegations against him. In sport now, 72 Nigerian youth tennis players will feature at the maiden edition of the Tennis Players Parent Association UTR Nationals. The tournament is the culmination of the regional event held across the 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria. The tournament takes place from April 8 to 13 at the tennis section of the Lagos Country Club Ikeja. The 5-day event will have over 72 players from across the country in the boys and girls categories for the under 12, under 14, and under 16. Tennis Players Association President Segun Aluko said winners of this year's edition will receive educational support and equipment. He also stated that the tournament aims to groom and nurture young tennis players in the country to stardom and help them reach the gap between tennis at the youth and senior levels. And that's it on the news at 4, but just before we go, please do not drive beyond specified speed limit. You can follow us and like all of various social media platforms: X, formerly Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch all our news and programs live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website at Traffic Radio 961. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration organized a forum for women across the 57 local government and local council development areas in the state with a view to enhancing their productivity and economic growth? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Government has tasked agencies, parastatals and government-owned companies to find creative ways to be self-sustaining while adding to the quest of the present administration to make Lagos a 21st century economy. Katsina State Police Command has neutralized 5 suspected bandits, rescued over 100 kidnapped victims, and recovered 658 rustled animals from March 1 to 31. We also told you that Mexico is cutting ties with Ecuador after police stormed the Mexican embassy in Quito to arrest former Ecuadorian Vice President George Glass. In sports, 72 Nigerian youth tennis players will feature at the maiden edition of the Tennis Players Parent Association UTR Nationals. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Zainab Adebeshi. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good afternoon.